Hi, this is Menachem Brenner, Assistant Rabbi at the Bach Jewish Center. Recently, a story came out that should have been on the front page of every newspaper, every magazine, but it wasn't. The story is that the Pentagon declassified 3 videos taken by naval officers in their planes, which include unidentified flying objects, UFOs, which the Navy, they said these videos are real, and they said, we don't know what these objects are. Real UFOs. We would expect that everyone should be paying attention to this in uproar. UFOs, we don't know what they are, but we know there's something there. Why wasn't anyone paying attention to it? So, aside from the virus, which is we can all understand, there's another reason. Because after all, how many people actually saw that happen? 2 people, 3 people, a few fighter pilots. And even with the video, we all know videos can be edited. In videos, sometimes the angle is off, the shadows are off. They can create different things that we see which aren't really there. It's not necessarily reliable because it's just relying on a few people, even if it's videoed. But this ties in directly to Shavous, the foundation of our faith, our Emunah. The Rambam says in Hilchos Yisodei HaTorah, why do we believe that the Torah, that Moshe's Nevuah, Moshe's prophecy is true? What's the foundation of our belief? So the Rambam says, you know what? Counterintuitively, it's not because of all the miracles. Even though the 10 plagues in Egypt, Hashem split the sea, He took us across, that's not the reason we believe in Hashem in the Torah. Because you know what? A person, especially back then, might have said, Moshe was just using sorcery. Or, as some people even say now, you know what? It just happened that multiple natural disasters happened at the same time. A volcano erupted, and the sea happened to split. So people could give reasons why they thought maybe it wasn't an act of God. But when Jews came to Har Sinai, we received that the reason we believe is because every single Yid stood at Har Sinai and received and experienced directly a revelation from Hashem, Hashem's presence. Since every single Jew experienced that means there's no way to deny it. It's not just 1 or 2 people felt it. Everyone felt it. Everyone knew it was real. And anyone who would come to say otherwise, everyone else would correct it. What do you mean? We were just there. We know what happened. We saw exactly what happened. Because at a mass event, a mass revelation, it can't be denied. So the significance of Shavuos is not just that we received the Torah. It's much deeper. We lived the truth of Torah, a testimony that each parent passed down to their children through the ages until today. There's another hint to this idea in Shavuos itself. Shavuos has a number of names in the Torah. Torah calls it Chag HaShavuos, the Festival of Weeks. But Chazal, they often call it a different name. They call it Atzeres. And Atzeres can mean one of 2 things. It can either mean to stop, or it can mean to gather. As in, all the people, instead of going in different directions, they should stop and gather together. Why? Why did Chazal call it by this name? So the Berditchever, the holy Hasidic master of Levi Yitzchak of Berditchev, explains that each of us in life, we have moments of inspiration, of incredible experiences, feelings, what we can call Har Sinai moments. And these could be inspiring moments. We're filled with love of Hashem, we're filled with awe of Hashem. Moments that take our breath away. And the truth is, it's very easy. As soon as the experience is over, you know what? You can walk away and you go back to normal life. You forget about it. That was then, this is now. It's not always so easy to keep it with you. The only way to keep it, to preserve it, is to put it in a kli, a vessel, something to store it in. So doing a mitzvah right after a moment of inspiration is the way to store it, a way to concretize it, to make it real, to be able to take it with us. So at Har Sinai, you can only imagine there was great inspiration. Thunder and lightning and smoke. And hearing Hashem directly. What more could you ask for than that? So how would the Jews keep it? And they were wondering this because, remember, they hadn't received the Torah yet. What mitzvah could they do at Har Sinai that they could do right then to store this incredible hislavos, inspiration? So they did have one mitzvah, the Berdishever explains. They had the mitzvah, listen to this, of not touching the mountain. Not coming near and touching Har Sinai. And they took this mitzvah and they themselves made it into that kli, that vessel, to keep the inspiration of Har Sinai. And this is why Chazal called the holiday of Shavuos, when we receive the Torah, by the name Atzeres. Because on the one hand, Atzeres means to stop. As in this, Jews, they stopped. They didn't touch the mountain. And on the other hand, the other meaning means to gather. As the Jews, they gathered all that Islavos, that excitement and the inspiration and the incredible feelings that they had, and they put it together, they gathered it together into that kli, into that vessel to take with them. And this is a vessel that each of us received from our ancestors going through the ages. It was passed down directly from Har Sinai, and which we keep with us as we move forward and hopefully past the current situation. Hashem should save us all and should keep all of us healthy and get us completely through this. And I wish the entire Bach and the entire Long Beach community a good Yontif and a Chag Sameach.